Hey everyone, Salazar here. And what I like to do to improve my gameplay is I would like to record my games and then I review them. And I thought, why not make videos about it, share it so that all of you can see the importance of it and how you should actually be reviewing your own games, and you could probably learn from mine too. So I'll probably do a video series where I play meta decks or maybe decks that you send me if you're interested, and I'll play games with those, record it, and then review those games afterwards. So today's vid, I did one on the Tempo Indio deck. I think it's one of the better decks to climb with for all of you that want to climb ladder right now. And I was playing this deck on my other account, which is at gold rank right now, because master rank is actually just full of memes. So this is a pretty standard list. The other being BBG's version that runs the Crocs, which I wasn't really feeling. So this runs 2 Ravenous Butchers to combo off your ephemeral cards like the Haunted Relic, your saplings from the Blighted Caretaker, and combos well with the Curse Keeper. And it's a trigger for the Bark Beast. But you don't want to run too many because sometimes it can break you real hard. Next up, I run 3 Bark Beasts because it's a really good 1-drop. You get 1 mana 3/3, 3 Omen Hawks to buff up 3 Everosing Sentries, so that it's a good defensive card. It lets you draw 1, and it's got good synergy when it gets destroyed. 3 Curse Keepers because 2 mana 4/4 is insane. 3 mana 4/4 is crazy? No, 2 mana 4/4. 3 Elise because I think the version that runs Elise is better because you want a good 2-drop to go aggressive if you are attacking on evens. 3 Glimpse Beyond, free draw, get to play around Israel triggers, is a good card. 2 Haunted Relics because it can instantly level up your Callista. 3 Valfies to get rid of those 1 health units, and Lucy is being popular, so we can get rid of their 2/1 easily. 3 Blighted Caretaker because this new version of India, they like to go aggressive, so having 2 saplings out to pull away their blockers is very good. 3 Callistas because it's a good card. 2 Fury of the North is good to pump out damage, to protect your cards, to squeeze in, and 2 Neverglade Collectors. This card is real insane right now, and it's got great synergy with the deck because when your stuff dies, you get to shoot 1 and you gain 1. Atrocity at 2, this is a really good finisher because with your aggressive playstyle, they can go really low really fast, as you'll see later, and Atrocity gets to pump in that last bit of damage unless you go with 1 big fat one with They Who Endure, which you run a 3 of because you'll get insane stats with how the deck works. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so we're up against the Ionia Noxus Elusive Aggro. And that's a pretty high roll hand. We'll just get rid of the Atrocity. Haunted Relic with Callista and Ravenous Butcher is really, really good. Fury of the North is not bad. You drew out 1-drop, which is perfect. So just drop it. We open attack here because I wanted to bank in the 2 spell mana to play with along with Callista for on turn 3. Right. So he drops Monk, and I'll drop Callista because I didn't want to give him the chance to just pass back. So just take the fall, no problem. Then play the Haunted Relic because he is under deny mana. So this is like the best time to level up Callista. So another thing I can do after this is I could sacrifice one of these 1/1s for the Ravenous Butcher, but I opted not to because I want to combo it with the Curse Keeper. So yeah, Curse Keeper into Ravenous Butcher. And another reason why I opted to develop instead of open attacking with Kalista and Bark Beast was because if he had, let's say, Will of Ionia, then it was a very pathetic attack. But this way, I get to get in for more damage. And bringing back Curse Keeper is good, so I get another 4/4. It's a good attack. Turn 4 and he's already at 4 life. This is a real high roll. And that's a brain fart. I should just go for the value trades, so not blocking the 3 touch with the 4/4, which I do change into. Okay. So I'll drop Neverglade here, and if I can top deck a card that can sack all my units, I get an extra life. Or Kalista will also plus the extra life. So open attacking here is correct because if I develop to get that 1 life, he can drop maybe Crimson Disciple and then he can transfusion and kill me at burst speed, or he could play what do you call it, Decimate. So open attacking was the correct move. Right. Okay, so we're up against Sejuani Gangplank. That's gonna be fun. So we're attacking on odds, so I don't want to keep the Lease or the Butcher because we don't really have anything to kill it. This is much better. Can block with the Sentry, that's why I kept it. Shot. So this means gonna drop Merchant. They always do that. So drop Sentry just to contest it. So now could either open attack or develop Kalista. I think developing is better because if he could kill the Sentry, because when Kalista is down, if the Sentry gets killed, Kalista is a step closer to leveling up. So that's always good. Just like that. So now Kalista can go in for 4. Alright. So right now, this turn I definitely want to use the Wild Beast to get rid of the Bark Beast before it becomes a 3/3. And since he didn't open attack, I can use the Spiderling as a blocker. So right now I could actually have opted to not block with the Spiderling so that I can drop the Neverglade next turn and get its effect off. But this matchup, I kind of wanted to preserve my life because once the damage piles up, it can get pretty out of control. Plus it's a step closer for Kalista. Right, so since I drew the Elise, I'd rather drop the Elise than the Neverglade now, because if I were to drop the Neverglade, not that much value. At least now with the Elise, I can make the opponent into a decision. It's either they let me level up my Kalista or they take 3. So he opts to take the 3 damage. Since I got 6 mana, I opt for the Glimpse on the Spiderling. The Open Hawk draw was nice. Get to use my 1 mana so that I can bank in perfectly 3. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to keep myself healthy, so I opted to use the Caretaker defensively. So I just take it. So since I used it defensively, at least now I can use those tokens for the Butcher and Glimpse. Since they're ephemeral, might as well make, get value out of it. Alright, this round I should have actually played the one that the spiders. That was a bit of a misplay there.
From every fallen, a new seed. Come this way.
Skitter out from the darkness.
What's that you got there? Ever consider a henching career?
So, but if he had dropped Rex here, it would have been pretty spooky. But luckily it was just an Endure, and it's pretty small. So since he showed me his, I show him mine. And mine's bigger.
Break their legs.
What's your hurry?
So might as well use the mana here for the Wild Feast. Get an extra unit so I can use the Caretaker on. And this is the biggest misplay because it is vulnerable. I should have just pulled it to the India. I was blinded by the atrocity. And I decided to open attack, which was correct because I didn't want him to use Sejuani to frostbite the India. But definitely should have pulled the 0-1 with the India.
Gonna cut you.
But checking back, if he goes down to 1, I can win at burst speed using Caretakers, which is why I didn't use the Atrocity. Because I think winning at burst speed is better compared to gambling with Atrocity. I don't know what he runs. He might run a Frostbite card.